Hello everyone, I'm doing a video today on how to do self-hypnosis, and I'm going to let you know also what it is. So self-hypnosis is getting yourself into a meditative state. Usually you're a little more conscious than you are when someone's doing hypnosis on you, because when someone's doing hypnosis on you, they're doing the talking and they're also inducing your trance, and so you're able to go really deep. But with self-hypnosis, you're still kind of aware of what's going on, and you're basically talking to yourself and giving yourself suggestions. And so I want to go over different ways that you can get yourself into a meditative state, and talk about things that you might want to suggest to yourself. So first, we'll talk about things that you might want to suggest to yourself. Maybe you've had a nail biting problem for a long time, so you want to suggest to yourself not to bite your nails, or deep sadness, depression, anxiety, phobias, fears. You need to be better at taking tests. You can't get over someone, you want to get better at something, etc. Really, hypnotherapy is good for anything having to do with the mind and the body. So basically, that's almost anything ever, because anything ever that you do has to do with your body and mind. So when it comes to hypnotherapy, don't ever limit yourself with what you might need it for or want it for, because if you're already good at something, hypnotherapy sometimes can help you get even better at it, if that's what you want. And so with self-hypnosis, you can reaffirm with yourself the things that you want. So like positive affirmations and whatnot. And so how you would do self-hypnosis is very similar to how you would meditate. You can find a place to sit down or lie down in a reclined position. Maybe you want to turn on some meditation music without words. Tibetan crystal bowls are really nice, or maybe some binaural beats, or maybe you just want silence. That is great too. And so you're in your quiet place, and you put up your don't disturb sign, your cell phone's off, and even if your cell phone's on, actually that's a really good exercise in patience and becoming less addicted to the sound of a cell phone, because there actually has been I guess surveys taken or something like that around humans actually being addicted to text messages and the sound of their cell phone, and having like phantom cell phone sounds. So that also is a good exercise. Sometimes I do that, leave my phone next to me while I'm meditating, and I hear the text messages going off, and I suggest to myself that when I hear them, I go deeper into my meditation. And that's another trick to add to your meditations, is to suggest to yourself that whatever sounds are happening outside of you will only allow you to relax more deeply. And so let's get into it. So I'm sitting down and I'm relaxed, and the first thing I want to do is focus on my breathing. So you start to just breathe in really deep and breathe out really slow. Maybe you want to smile as you breathe out, and kind of condition yourself to feel happy while you're breathing, because when you think about it, you're breathing all the time. And so if you're conditioning yourself to feel happy while you're breathing, automatically in your day-to-day life, breathing will inevitably make you feel more happy because you've been practicing it. And so it's a great trick. Along with mindfulness meditation, also another great conditioning to make you feel happy, because you're basically just moving your body and meditating at the same time, and suggesting happiness to yourself by smiling and noticing your presence and how wonderful your presence is on earth. And so you're breathing in, you're smiling, you're getting into your meditative state. If you need to, you can look ahead at a dot on the wall or something ahead of you and just allow yourself to kind of melt into your meditation. While you're breathing in, everything might start getting darker around you, and then you can feel your eyes getting heavy, and you just close your eyes with your breathing. And once you feel calm with your breathing, you can start to make suggestions to yourself. I've done this on the airplane many times during takeoff and landing because I can't deal with it. I used to get like headaches and nausea and sick, but then I started doing the self-hypnosis, and it works like amazingly. My body is completely detached from my mind, and I don't have any of the symptoms. And so when you're done with your, well, not done with your breathing, but while you do your breathing, and then you start to count down. And you can count down from any number. It's really up to you. If you feel like you need more time to get in a meditative state, maybe you want to pick a higher number. I usually go with 10, and I'll count down from 10 to 1. But you can go with 25 to 1, 50 to 1. That's a lot, but you can do it. So I'll go from 10 to 1. And so I've done my breathing, and now I'm ready to count down. And I say, just focus on your breathing, and I'm going to count down from 10 to 1. And as I count down, I will just feel more and more relaxed. And so I start counting down. 10, feeling more relaxed. And in each number, you can add a suggestion to yourself, like feeling peaceful. 9, feeling peaceful. 8, feeling beautiful. 7, strong and confident. But you want to more like suggest a lot of relaxation, like words that are good to use are like relax, get comfortable, peaceful, drifting, moving down and becoming, effortlessly floating into a peaceful place. And so you just want to keep going down. 6, 5, 4, 3. And you can stop at 6 and say to yourself, and if thoughts come, just let them come and let them go, as if they're birds or clouds floating across the sky. And I'm going to count down from 5 to 1 now. And you're saying this all to yourself, so you're talking to yourself. And believe me, it works. And then you say to yourself, and when I count down from 5 to 1, you may double or even triple your level of relaxation. And so then you count down from 5 to 1. 5, going much deeper now. 4, more and more relaxed. 3, going down. 2, very relaxed. 1, completely and totally relaxed. And so now you've done your breathing, you've done your counting. Check in with yourself. Don't fill your head with thoughts. I know that's hard to say, but just kind of check in with yourself. Where am I with this meditation, this relaxation? If you think you might be ready, maybe you want to start giving yourself suggestions. So first, you may need to empty yourself. You might need to take the trash out. So maybe you have depression, or you have sadness or anxiety. You got to take that trash out. So you're going to say to yourself, I'm releasing all feelings of sadness. I'm letting go of all feelings of sadness. All feelings of sadness are leaving my body right now. From my head down to my toes, I can feel the sadness leaving my throughout the bottom of my toes. So any way that you can think of that you can get rid of those bad feelings in suggestion are good. And once you feel like you've done enough with that, then you give yourself positive suggestion. So you'll say, okay, so you want happiness. So you might be like, when I wake up in the morning, I'll feel excited about the day. Just say what you want. What do you want? It could be anything. I'll be so happy just to put my feet on the ground and get out of bed and start the next 24 wonderful brand new hours of my day. I'm going to utilize every moment to my best advantage. Life is challenging. Don't say this. I'm saying this outside of the self-hypnosis. Life is challenging. We need to be our biggest supporters. And sometimes, even me, I meditate all the time. And I do self-hypnosis on myself all the time. But there's a lot of struggles. Things happen. And you get stuck in sometimes loops. And it feels good to pity yourself because you're like, oh, well, somebody's got to do it, right? But let yourself do it. Release crying. That's okay. Like, let those things out. But don't stay with it. Don't depend on it. It's not a crutch. It's not something that you should become addicted to. Is releasing, 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 and only releasing. Release, cry, do your thing, and then put the positive stuff back in. Once you're done, say to yourself, good job, you were only doing your best, and you're an amazing person. So if you're having depression, so you want to say positive suggestions like, you deserve happiness. You are a happy person. You have friends that love you. And if you feel like your friends aren't doing a good job, say to yourself, I'm going to find new amazing friends who love me. Whatever you got to do, write down the positive things that you want and suggest them to yourself. Maybe I'll do a video on positive suggestion. But so now you've reached your positive suggestion and you want to say to yourself, all of these ideas are penetrating into my deep inner mind and having a very powerful effect on me and helping me greatly. And now I'm going to count myself out of self-hypnosis. Or sometimes you can just come out of it because you're not as deep as you are when you're in regular hypnosis. So you'd say, I'm going to count from 1 to 5. I'm going to go back up and come out of my self-hypnosis feeling refreshed and alert and ready to go. So 1, coming on up, 2, getting ready to open your eyes, 3, 4, opening your eyes, 5, coming back, feeling refreshed and alert. And so there you go, you've done your self-hypnosis, and this is important too, to do self-hypnosis even when you get a hypnosis session. Because when you think about it, how many years have you been doing this habit? Or how many years have you not been doing something, etc.? One hypnosis session, yes. Can it be like a miracle? Oh my God, yes. It can change your whole life. It can turn everything around. But it's still like a habit ingrained in your mind. With hypnosis, you're passing by all of the clutter and material objects in your conscious mind that you've collected over the years. Your habits, these objects, the material world that's just kind of like in the way. And with hypnosis, you dive past those things and you get into the file cabinet of the brain. And in the file cabinet of the brain, you take that file out and you look at it and you say, nope, don't need to be sad anymore. Nope. Yes, do need to be happy. And then you stick the file back in. But when you're doing it not with hypnosis, you still have your conscious mind working and being like, no, but this and this and this. There's too much material objects. I mean, this is metaphorical, but blocking the way to the file system. And so hypnosis goes straight in. And so with self-hypnosis, you can access your file system a little bit more easily. It takes a lot of practice, and hypnosis definitely gets you a lot deeper and quicker and faster, and it's great. But for my clients who come to me and do hypnosis, it's important that you do the self-hypnosis at home, even after a session. Even after a session has worked and it's great, and you think, oh my God, this is it. Shit's great, and I'm going to keep doing this. But you need to continue doing the self-hypnosis. Maybe at first you do it like once a week, twice a week, 3 times, whatever you want to do. And then you can cut it down, like once a month or if you still feel certain feelings start to come back, get into your self-hypnosis again and get it right away. And so that's my video on self-hypnosis. You can find me at soundcloud.com/mysticalterhypnotherapy. That's alter with an E. My Gmail is mysticalter@gmail.com. mysticalter@gmail.com. And so stay in touch, and may you be loved, may you love, may you be kind and have kindness upon you, and have a beautiful day or evening and life. Mwah.